Howdy guys and dolls out there in YouTube land, your favorite little keto goofball Diamond, and today I'm going to talk to you about something very interesting, or fun anyway, that I thought we'd do together. So for those of you who don't know me, I have used a ketogenic diet to lose 135 pounds and get rid of 24 medically diagnosed diseases. Now, losing weight and getting healthy are great, but there are some things that you just have no idea are coming for you when you start a weight loss journey. So today we're going to talk about the weirdest off-scale victories right now. Well, coming up next. So I asked my subscribers what their weirdest off-scale victories were. Before I share theirs, I'm going to share mine. There's also some questions peppered in this. I'm just reading the comments section from that video because otherwise I'd be writing all day just to do the video. My weirdest off-scale victory was the day I burnt my hoo-ha.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. So as you lose weight, your clothes get bigger. My husband has a car with leather seats. They get quite hot. I slid into the car seat. My shorts and undies slid over, and I burnt my hoo-ha. Blisters and all. Sure did. I was mad. I was cussing. I got out of the car, slammed the doors, and I'm not going any damn where. I did, after I put some burn cream on and put a towel down in the seat. And I think I put jeans on too. Well, pants anyway.
Oh my God, is that why there was a towel in the passenger side seat for like a month?
Yes, it was. I don't like leather seats, men folk. I don't know why y'all think that's a good idea. I know it's fancy. See, women, we like to wear short shorts and skirts, and that hinders things a bit. Hold on a minute, y'all. My second weirdest off-scale victory, and there has been a lot. In fact, when I go through this list, if I can relate to any of them, I'll tell you the story. My second weirdest off-scale victory was the day I kicked myself in the crotch. What? I know, right? I know, right? So I went to stand up in my chair, and I put my leg up underneath me, and the back of my heel was kind of sticking up, and I just plopped down. And the back of my heel went right into my bone, and oh my God, it hurt. Alright, so those are my weirdest off-scale victories. I'm going to share with you subscriber off-scale victories. Weird ones.
Cindy, she has her glasses today.
Cindy, I have my glasses today. And Destiny says hello. So anyway.
I love you.
She loves you. Let's talk about weird off-scale victories. Just Keto Jen said her weirdest off-scale victory: being able to paint my toenails and breathe at the same time. I can relate. At 311 pounds with all that belly in the way, there was some breathing difficulties trying to reach those, and now I don't have to do that. I can just stay down there. I can get all the toenail polish off, repaint the toes, and not have to come up for air a single time. So yeah, I understand that. Terry says, my weirdest non-scale victory is for so many years getting my mammogram at 268 pounds. Then my last mammogram at 138 pounds, the technician spent 20 minutes scurrying around and finally asked me, "Did you get your last mammogram here?" I said, "Yes." And she said, "This mammogram on file for you shows a very morbidly obese woman." I said, "Yep, that was me." Her eyes popped out and she said she was closely listening to my keto story. I love that. I love that too. Let's see. The name I don't know how to say. Brandy Ann's? It's Brandy YN''S. Sorry, baby. Weirdest off-scale victory. I can wear socks. My ankles were too swollen before. I can wear shoes. I just didn't like them because I had to bend over and put them on. That and my feet get hot. I don't understand that, but I'm more of a flip-flop girl. Congratulations, though. Summer. Weirdest off-scale victory. Getting in my car and having a lot of slack when putting on the seatbelt. Definitely understand that one. Michelle, weirdest Weirdest is my $249 boots I eyed for 2 years and finally bought actually fit my legs right without bunching up. Love it. Me too, girl. I get that. I had them big old calves too, I understand. White Rose 1972 says, weirdest off-scale victory. Since going keto, I'm not chronically constipated. That is a good thing. It really is. Kathy, my weirdest off-scale victory. I can sleep on my stomach again. I understand that one too. You will be able to once you hatch that angel. Alright. So, let's see. I don't want to read y'all too much stuff.
Tristan says I'm going to poop the baby out.
Well, let's not talk about that right now. Sorry. I don't want to read y'all stuff that doesn't matter. To you, anyway. Okay. This is Angie's. My weirdest non-scale victory happened this week. I ran errands during my lunch at work, and I had a coworker with me. We would normally have gone to the drive-thru to get something to take back. He wanted to go to Whataburger. I ain't been there in years. I used to love that place. And I agreed to take him, and I was worried the entire time driving there that I would cave and get something. And once his food was in the car, I couldn't handle the smell. And not just because I wanted it, because it smelled like rancid oil. Ugh, that sounds terrible. I am, or I guess, was a fast food junkie, and it's so weird to me that the smell that I used to love was disgusting. That's a good thing. Julie, my weirdest off-scale victories. Not having to go to the bathroom at night 2 to 3 times. Also can stand up to cook, clean, etc. without my feet swelling. Keto rocks. I still have to go to the bathroom 2 or 3 times a night, but that's usually when I kick myself out of ketosis and go back in. But because I mess up so often that I'm frequently coming back into ketosis. Don't worry, he's 21. He can do it the hell he wants to. There ain't no kids in the house. Princess Ninja and Keto. Weirdest off-scale victory. Hey, Melanie. I had really bad gas as a vegetarian. Literally the walking farts daily. I have those today, but that was because of the family reunion.
You have them every morning. I don't want to hear it.
I had actually been in... The cats are evil. They just knocked something down. Okay, I'm so sorry. I had actually been embarrassed on a couple occasions, but now I don't have gas anymore. Rock on.
I jiggle baby.
Don't. You'll have shaken baby syndrome. Go on.
That's not true.
Yeah, I'm joking, Destiny. They know it's not true.
I'm showing them what my baby looks like.
I think you're showing them what your pants look like.
Oh, do you like my pants? I'm asking, do you like my butt? No. I don't.
Go see what the cats broke.
But I poke you with my baby. Stop moving!
I'm good. Alright.
You know how most pregnant women don't like their belly to be touched? I walk around the house daily just poking people with my belly. Like I poke you with my baby.
That baby's going to be so mad at you when it comes out.
I'm so happy.
Okay, go do that. This video is going to be long enough.
I love them.
They love you too.
They don't.
Barb O. The strangest thing for me was when I noticed that my shadow now looks so much thinner. I love it. I had this one day, and you forget that you've lost all that weight. The last time you saw your shadow, you're a little bit embarrassed by it.
What?
And then you'll look down and you'll see this person's shadow. And you're like, who the hell's that?
Are you okay? Why'd you?
I'm talking about our shadows when we lose weight.
I was so confused.
She's like, is there a ghost in here? What did you see and where?
She talks about ghosts all the time.
The house is haunted, but it's okay. It's
What?
fine.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I haven't had any weird experiences since I've lived here.
She's lying. She's sitting here and told y'all about her weird experiences. I've got video, and it's on the channel.
Just a couple times, but like
Oh, yeah,
Corey
just
says,
a couple
Corey
times.
says that room in there is terribly haunted. But I'll lay in there all night and I won't hear anything. She says she used to hear screaming and voices.
We actually got it on camera. You remember she showed you that that voice recording when nobody was home.
Well, yeah, but I'm pretty sure
And somebody
whatever,
said thank you, Corey, and it was low and way away.
and I'm sure
Weird.
whatever was in there is gone now because that thing said thank you and it left because I ain't heard anything.
Well, let's hope you don't hear anything.
If
All
I
right.
did, I'd pee. And I pee easily now. That wouldn't be good.
But anyway, the thinner shadow is always interesting and fun. And you will freak out at first. Like, who the hell is that? And where did that come from? Okay. And then Fat 2 Keto, what's up, Jelly? Said,
Did you say Jelly?
yeah, they call her Jelly.
That's cute.
It is
Wait a
adorable.
minute.
I gotta ask, is it because you jiggle? I mean, I think that's what most people would assume, right?
Oh my gosh,
Jelly.
you guys call me Jelly?
I call you Jelly anyway.
Wait, call me Jiggly.
Jiggly.
It makes more sense.
I used to be Jigglypuff, if there's any, if you understand that. Okay, so, Jelly's off-scale victory. That my body can fit in one leg of my old pants. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, and that I can use a stall in the bathroom without my thighs hitting both walls. She must be shaped like you was.
Can
Like you are.
attach that video of me and Haley standing in,
I can't make it download. I've tried.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it wouldn't let me do it. There's
So,
you know what you could do? Find the link and post it on the comments, and I'll pin it to the top so they can see it.
Okay. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I was really good friends with Zach's mom for like my whole life. And I used to go over to her house all the time and spend the night. And so one night, me and Haley, okay, so this is going to sound bad, but is it her grandma?
Yes, her grandma.
Her grandma Frida is really big, and we decided to get in a pair of her pants. We both fit in one pants leg of her grandma's pants. And we were like maybe 14 and 15 at the time, so we were pretty like regular sized children.
Her grandma didn't like you after that, none, did she?
No, she did not.
I can't imagine why not. But the video is quite cute and quite comical of them dancing around acting foolish. And she's going to post the link below in the comments, and I'll pin it to the top so you can find it. So go find the video.
I know it sounds weird that I got with Brian, but I promise Haley had been trying to get me with him since they broke up. And she tried for years, and he just didn't like me.
They broke up for 2 years before anything
She
happened.
was always rooting for me, though. It was nice.
Destiny's had a crush on Brian since she was like 5. Okay, so we were talking about off-scale. This child gets me all anyway. I understand, Jelly. I tell you what, that is an interesting off-scale victory. My hips didn't hit both sides of the walls, but I definitely didn't feel comfortable in a regular size stall. I would always go into the really big stall. Now when I do it, people look at me like I'm an asshole. They didn't used to. So anyway, okay, so Teal, I love your name, I still do. Teal's weirdest off-scale victory, my weirdest off-scale victory, is that now I can sweat. Always before, my electrolytes were so low or non-existent that I would turn all kinds of pink, red, and purple while working out, but no sweat. Huh. No sweat happened. An odd thing to consider a victory, but it's healthier to have a normal cooling system. Today you mentioned that you've been married for 21 years. How did you meet your husband? So I'm going to answer that. I had an ex-boyfriend. I was mad at him. I was hanging out with a group of teenagers that he was hanging out with. I was really trying to piss him off, to be honest with you. And then my ex-boyfriend came up and asked me for Brian if I would go out with him. And since I didn't trust anything that come out that fool's mouth, I said, you tell him to come ask me himself. And he did. And that's how we met. Standing there. I was cute, though, in my little booty teenage shorty shorts. And I was wearing a swimsuit top with a net t-shirt over it. I must have looked all kinds of crazy. I don't know. All right.
Must have been sexy in the 80s.
It was not the 80s. It was the mid-90s. I'm not that old. Damn. I was born in 1978.
Worked in the 80s.
Okay, so Shannon, my weirdest off-scale victory. My feet are so much softer and no more cracked heels. I also can paint my toes with ease. This is a very interesting off-scale victory because this is not something you would hear about normally. The bottom of my feet, they look like dragon scales. They were thick, crusty, hard. No matter how many lotions I used, no matter how many like bzz things, what are they called? The little saws. They're not saws.
The eggs.
Like pet egg kind of things, but they were electric. Sorry guys, hold on a minute.
Joanie told me to not press the button. I didn't. This is proof of me not pressing the button.
She won't get out of my chair, so I sit on her. Alright, sorry about that, you guys. I spent most of the day outside, so my allergies are flared up. I had a coughing spell for a little bit. Alright, let's see. Where was that? That was Shannon's. Brian B. just had a really nice comment to leave. Let's see. Oh, wow, this is a long one. Sharina Van Wink. I don't know. I'm probably butchering that. I'm so sorry, darling. Alright, this isn't a weird non-scale victory, but today my colleague told me that in 18 days I have not said anything negative about myself at the office. I did read this one, and you know what? This is a wonderful off-scale victory, and it's also kind of odd to notice, so I think this qualifies. So I asked what she meant, and she said that when she started working with me in July, she noticed that I'd bully myself and make fun of myself regularly on a daily basis. Negatively on a daily basis. For example, if I did something like drop a pin, I'd say, well, that was a pathetic thing for you to do, you lazy, fat arse.
Ass.
Not loud enough for anyone to hear, but loud enough to talk to myself. This is something I've done most of my life. So for her to notice that change, which I had not, and to tell me about myself, I'm sorry, it's hard to read like this. She said she had even noticed that when I was on the phone the other day, I was about to say something negative about myself as a joke, and that I paused and said something nice. I'm really grateful she brought the subject up, as it made me realize how much my mind is changing to an even... Wait a minute. My mind is changing and even me proud of myself now. I think I butchered that. I'm so sorry. But she's proud of herself now, and I don't blame you. I'd be proud of you too. I am proud of you, in fact. I think this is my best non-scale victory so far, and that I can wash bits and pieces without trying to... Oh, she can wash her body without doing yoga positions. This one I also understand. Trust me. Showers got to where they were a chore at 311 pounds, 5 foot tall, little short fat arms, and a whole lot of belly and body. It was a chore. Now it's in and out, simple, clean and done. So I understand. Big hugs from what? SAZA? I don't know what that is. I probably would if I had common sense. Seattle eats low. Okay, Seattle Sapphire. Hey, Aretha, I know who you are, darling. My brain just ain't functioning right now. Seattle Sapphire eats low carb, high fat, and keto. My weirdest non-scale victory is I look almost 10 years younger. I've always had a baby face, and now it's more prominent since I lost weight. You go, girl. You are adorable, by the way. She has a channel. Check her out. A lot of these ladies do, actually. All right, here's Charlotte. Charlotte, my weirdest off-scale victory, I can get dressed without getting short of breath, sweep the floors without getting winded, and I can carry in my groceries. My question to you is, how do you stay keto when it seems everyone around you is not keto? Most of the time, without much of a problem, I just realize that food is not for me, it's not healthy for me, it doesn't do well for me, and I don't want to be kicked out of ketosis, and I don't want to tell y'all tomorrow that I done something else dumb and I got kicked out of ketosis and gained 5 pounds. So in that way it's very simple, but sometimes it's very difficult. During family occasions like today, I usually fail, and I just go ahead and plan to fail. That way it's not a failure. But in the house, there's a lot of food in here that is not keto friendly whatsoever, and I just have to keep reminding myself that food is not for me. All right. Annette, let's see. I totally relate to being able to polish my toenails and breathing at the same time. Go keto. Me too. Haha. This is Angela. Ha 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 ha. My weirdest mind scale victory is that I can sit Indian style in my bathtub sideways. You know, facing the side of the tub. Yes, girl. I do know that. I do understand that. We have like a small single wide trailer. So the bathtub is not very big. And I used to get in it thinking they really ought to make these bigger. This is just ridiculous. Ain't nobody that damn tiny. Now I get in, I got plenty of room. Before, if I put that much water in it, if I sit down in it, it was going up all the way over to the top. So now I can fill that tub up. It takes forever. And I can practically swim around and turn around and twist around and sit Indian style sideways. And I love that. So yeah, that's an awesome one, girl. Yes. Let's see. Mindy, my weirdest off-scale victory is that my husband now tells me that he feels like he's cheating when we are intimate. He says the roadmap has changed. Go girl. All right, Cindy Brown. Okay, she said Destiny's getting the mama worries. But yeah, she is.
It's true. I was worried.
She's okay. Weirdest non-scale for me is that, for me, all of my wait a minute. Weirdest non-scale victory for me was all of my shoes being too big. Didn't know my feet were that fat. Yes, girl, I know. Now, I didn't go from very far, but I wore size 10, and they were kind of snug, but now I wear a 9.5. So that's not really that much different, but my flip-flops is definitely noticeably too big, and my feet are definitely noticeably slimmer. But at the end of my feet are very wide. They're very narrow in the middle, but very wide at the end. My son called them flippers one day. So they're not feet, they're flippers, but whatever. Okay. Weirdest non-scale victory. This is for somebody named Holly. No more hemorrhoids. But you know what? While it's weird, it's awesome. Because those things suck. Volin, I think I'm saying that right. Not being hungry all the time. It drove me crazy. Yes, me too. I can tell you what, I start eating carbs, I can eat them all day and feel like my stomach's going to explode, but I can still eat them and still want them. Fats and proteins, it ain't like that. You get full, you ain't putting nothing else in there much. All right, let's see. Linda. Oh, she just said, hello, have a great day. You too, Linda. Colin. Her weirdest, underwear rolling down in her pants. I can match this one because this was weird too. So I wear, I told y'all, kind of short shorts that are really baggy because I've lost a lot of weight. And my undies have gotten baggy. Well, one day, there was something kind of rubbing my leg. I wasn't really paying attention. I think I was walking around Walmart or Dollar General, Walmart, because I thought I was going to be on peopleofwalmart.com. But anyway, my underwear had rolled down from the top down to my thighs, showing well under my shorts. So,
oh no!
Yes, and it was so weird looking. And I didn't even feel it. I saw it in the mirror when I walked by a mirror, and I was like, what the heck? Oh my God, I'm so going to be on that damn website. One day I will be on that website. I know I will because I do crazy crap all the time. All right, Jen, weirdest off-scale victory. I can buckle my seatbelt from the driver's side with my left hand. This was one I just noticed the other day too. I just grabbed my seatbelt, clicked it. I was like, holy crap, I didn't have to do this whole pull it all the way out, twist, turn, push in, move my hip. Yeah, I noticed that. I was like, click. I was like, no. Oh my God. That was so cool. Plus the other day I had, and this is going to sound crazy, right here on my side, I looked down, I saw a blackhead. Now before I would never have seen this because this area was not seeable to me. I looked down and I was able to turn with my left hand and pop it. Yeah, gross, I know, but it's true. I was able to reach my side with my other hand. I couldn't do that before. Short arms. I look like damn T-Rex sitting there trying to scratch stuff. Alright. Penny Cockrell. I always say your name wrong. I get it all messed up. Weirdest off-scale victory. Being able to walk from my house to my church without feeling like I'm dying. Amen, sister. I understand. Men and people in general will act like Oh, she's responding to something else in the video. She has a channel too. She's doing keto now, and she's doing some keto updates on it. Y'all should check her out, Penny Cockle. All right, Amy D. You know what? Wait, that's a different thing. I don't know. No, she doesn't have one. Okay. Keto on a budget. Wait. Okay, let's see. I'm going to skip some of it because some of it's not like pertinent to this. It's not to this video. So my weirdest, I don't really have a weird ones. Oh, she's got to think on that. Sorry. I think she did. I think she was the first comment I read. Just Keto Jen, right? No, that was Keto on a budget. All right, Just Keto Jen is asking a question now. This is my question to you, and you may have hit on this in past videos. The question is, you have lost quite a bit of weight. How are you dealing with loose skin? Do you have any? If so, are you planning any surgeries to remove it? So far, the only surgery I really want to have has to do with these, because we went from a triple D to a C, and that ain't cool. And the headlights, that's another off-scale weird victory. They point in different directions now, and I have to make sure they're pointing straight, because ain't nothing weirder when you look into the Walmart bathroom mirror and you see your headlights kind of, yeah, that sucked. But I have plenty of skin. Well, right now I have plenty of fat, but there is some loose skin. It's not bothering me. I was worried more about my stomach than I probably should have been when I first started, but my belly button's in the right spot, so we're still good to go with that. And I use coconut oil on it. That's pretty much the only way I'd mess with it much. Sorry, again, I was outside all day. I don't know what that means, honey. I've read that comment. It's from Michelle. It says, ooh, 3503. I'm sure that relates to something in the video, but I'm not sure what. Bacon Egger. Oh, she loves the whiteboard. Make sure I keep it. Oh, okay. She also asked a question. Can keto help Tourette's? My son has Tourette's. When he's on keto, it does seem to lessen, but of course that will lessen over time, and it more picks up when he's aggravated or nervous about something, so the tics are worse then.
When he gets really nervous or aggravated, he snaps a lot or hits his hand on something really hard.
Yeah, he sure does.
See, I know you.
All right, let's see.
Right.
Okay, here's another one from Cindy Brown. Another weird non-scale victory is how much fat I lost from my face. My eyes are bigger and more open. And I talked about this in today's video, but that is so true because my eyes look very small and beady. My face was eating my fat. My fat was eating my face. That's what I meant. But I mean, like, also, when I started keto, I had to wear men's frames. They came from Men's Crafters. They were the biggest pair of frames they had. And my brain was going, if I get any fatter, I ain't going to be able to see because I ain't going to be able to wear the glasses. But once I lost weight, I was able to just order them offline, and it was fine. And also, I don't have to wear the biggest pair of men's frames they got, you know? So that was pretty damn awesome. And somebody told me you don't lose weight in your face, but I beg to differ, darling, because my glasses was falling off my head no matter what I did.
Wait a minute, someone said you don't lose weight in your face?
Yeah, well, I guess they meant like the side right here, but you do. All right, so. Okay, let's see. Thank you, Kimberly. She says you are very beautiful, by the way. Mwah. Love that. I might have gotten to most of them. It's about lip liners. Kim, send me an email, honey. I'll help you. Anyway, she says she gets 3 weeks into keto and craves chocolate every time. Help. And after 3 weeks, I find it hard to go. Well, anyway, she craves chocolate. You just have to keep pushing. You can get some chocolate substitutes. You have to be really careful with your ingredients. I normally do not recommend any kind of keto sweets. I do use them, but that does not mean I necessarily recommend them. But you can get stuff like this, have one after a good hearty meal. You can't have the whole box. That will be counterproductive. But if you're just craving a little something, that will help. This video is going to be the longest video I think I've ever done.
People are gonna love it, trust me. I love when, like, my favorite YouTuber is Shane Dawson, and I love when he uploads stuff that's like an hour long. I will sit there and watch it like a movie.
Oh, wow.
I love it.
I'm trying to sort through these because I don't want to read y'all stuff that has nothing to do with these off-scale victories. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Alright, so Kimberly asked, how do you get back into ketosis fast? The fastest ways I know: exercise, burning off those carbohydrates that you've just ate, fasting until you can't take it no more to the next day. Like today I was hoping for an OMAD cheat meal at my family reunion. So if I started fasting then and wait till the next day when I normally eat, that would be one quick way to do it. And then once you get done with the fasting and the exercising and all that, and you start to come back into ketosis, get your fats really high, keep them really high for the next couple of days. Don't worry about calories. Get your fats high for the next couple of days so you won't be craving. So that's about the best thing you can do with that. Hold on a minute. Somebody asked if I've tried Magic Spoon. I have not. I've been seeing a lot of people talk about it, but I haven't tried it yet. I might be done with these. I'm not sure. Somebody loves when Destiny's on the video.
I feel like that's Cindy.
Nope, it's a lady named Christy.
Really?
Yeah, somebody else likes you.
Friend?
So 2 whole people like her.
It's true, only 2.
Okay. Oh, here we go. Tina. Oh, no, it says no victories for me. You'll get there, though, darling. Trust me, you will. My question, how do you keep going and not give up? Sometimes it's hard. There's parts of me that want to quit sometimes and just say, screw it all. But I don't want to do that either because I want to reach that goal weight. I want to be able to say I lost 200 pounds on keto. I want to be able to say I'm at a good, healthy weight. So, I mean, the only way I keep going is just to keep going. I mean, that's it. You just make your next meal keto and keep doing it. It doesn't matter if you mess up. Oh, well, etch a sketch, shake it up, keep going. It didn't happen. Hey, children, not right now.
Stop.
These kids are retarded. You want them? I'll give them to you. And if you're easily offended, I'm the wrong channel for you anyways. Because I don't do that. Okay. Alright. Oh my goodness. You wrote me a long one. Dairy-free keto. What are your thoughts on how to do maintenance on keto? Girl, I don't know. I ain't got there yet. No, it should be pretty simple because I've been, like, relatively maintaining. There are a lot of foods that I can have that stall my weight loss but don't kick me out of ketosis. So when I get to maintenance, I plan to eat those foods more often. Or you can even do like 2 days off, 5 days on. I've seen some people do that. I've seen some people that just raise their calories pretty good and high and eat that way, and that maintains them. So I mean, I think that's going to be up to everybody's body. She can't stop losing weight. Weirdest off-scale victory from dairy-free keto. I can go from the front passenger seat of the car. Hold on a minute, y'all. Okay, so dairy-free keto's weirdest off-scale victory. I can go from the front passenger seat of the car through the middle seat there to the back and take care of my son if needed and we can't get out of traffic. Obviously, I'm not going to do this unless it's an emergency and we're in stalled out traffic. I understand what you mean. The other day I was washing the windows of my Blazer and I was easily able to crawl through the between the front 2 seats and crawl over the back seat. I cleaned all the windows inside my Blazer by being able to slither all through the seats, and it was really awesome. So that is great, girl. Much love to you too. Okay. I want to make sure I don't miss anything. Okay. Living the good life. You're keto or too, ain't you? Keto channel, I think. I'm not sure. Okay. I know I have a new weirdest off-scale victory in typing this. as I'm in the hospital. First time in the hospital since weight loss. The doctor could easily feel things when pushing on my belly, LOL, and I could fit into the wheelchair and the gown. The wheelchair, I wasn't quite big enough where I couldn't do that, but the gown, I get the gown thing. That was ridiculous. Now they swallowed me whole and they're massive, and I always thought they were so tiny. Why would you even have these in a hospital? And now I realize that it wasn't that they were tiny, that it was that I was not. It's so sad. But it's true. Say, okay, here we go. I'm trying to get to the non-scale victory ones. Okay, so off-scale victory for Stephanie. Let's see. I guess would be the day I took off work, walking across the grounds of my workplace, and walked right out of my pantyhose. My Queen Plus standard brand is now too big, so I consider it a victory. Yes. If Lacra is going to roll off your tummy because there's not enough tummy to hold them up, who knew? Question for you. How many family houses are on the property y'all have? Is it like a family compound style? Not really. There's two old places here. My daughter's son-in-law, grandson, and my parents live down there in one, but they're always here because Wi-Fi. And then my son, Destiny, husband, and grandson Zach and me live here. So yeah. All right, living the good life. Didn't I just do one? Anyway, weirdest off-scale victory for me as of now is I can feel my heartbeat. Scared me sometimes because I was like, whoa, something's wrong. Did you trip over something? He's always putting his feet on something. She thought something was wrong. Nope, I just lost the padding and can feel it now. There is, that's true. This area right here was like fatty and filled with fat. And I didn't realize that before, how much was there until... I don't think anybody cares about that. But anyway, if you can see, there is a dip here now. And yeah, I mean, so this used to be like puffy and way out to here. Of course, other things shrink with that too. But this area is definitely a lot thinner and sunk in. It's weird for me now. So yeah. And she has some inappropriate ones too, so she didn't tell me those. Let's see, I think we're almost done here, guys. Cat Tack, did you email me? If you didn't, if you need me, it's it's diamondbbw@gmail.com. diamondboyboywork.com @gmail.com. Crap. It's in the description below. Okay. I'm going to make sure I get this one if there's one here. There's one more comment. Let's see if it's got anything to do with victories. Okay, yeah. Let's see. My off-scale victory was being able to cross my fat legs again after 5 years. I called everyone I know and told them I'm sitting on the phone with my legs crossed. That's a big thing. I used to see people cross their legs and I was like, I don't care if I can do that anyway. But now it just happens naturally. I sit down, my legs crossed, and I'm like, well, okay, I'm just going to sit cross-legged, I guess. I don't know. But I didn't know I could do that, and now I can do that, and that's just kind of how I naturally sit now. So that is our weirdest off-scale victories. Now, I'm sure there are a ton more. I know the first victory that I noticed that didn't seem like a great off-scale victory was I used to wear tank tops all the time, and when I started this journey, I wore a 5X tank top. I was walking down my hallway one day and the damn thing slipped down and over my feet and nearly killed me because I got tripped. And I was cussing a lot of fussing and a cussing. But there have been so many wonderful victories. Please feel free to share with the crowd down below in the comment section if you have some other off-scale victories that are kind of weird, or if you can relate to any of these other off-scale victories. I'm sorry this video is the longest I have ever done, But I wanted to read these out, and I thought it would be fun. Much love to you guys and dolls. Bye, y'all.
Well.